So in order to build a highlight video, the first thing you need to do, obviously, is go through all of your game footage and identify those sections that you want to use in your highlight reel. You'll see here I've got a game from December 21st. I've identified a section that I want to pull into my project, and as you'll see in just a second, this project is a highlight video for a defender. Now, one thing to note, you need to make sure that there's enough before the highlight to show the buildup of the play and movement off the ball. Too many times I see highlight reels where it's just the highlight and it doesn't actually give a sense of what the player had to do in order to get there. You'll see in this situation, the ball's come off of a corner kick, and let's see how the defender does. Great work by the defender. I've got enough of it before the play, and I'm actually going to drag the video here so that you get a little bit after the play as well to catch some of the crowd noise and a little bit of thanks from one of his defenders. All I have to do is just grab that piece of the project, pull it in, and there we go. Next up, we'll add the highlight and the pause just to make sure that everybody who's watching knows exactly who we're highlighting. One of the things that we can do to make it a little bit easier to work with this video is to grab this slider here and zoom in on the video a little bit more so we can see exactly what's going on. Now, I like to add a short pause just a little ways into the action. And in order to do that, you just right click on the video, choose add freeze frame, and then that's going to add a 2-second pause. This is where we're going to highlight the player or put an arrow or a spotlight over top of them. In order to do that, we go to Photos, and you'll see here I'm already looking in my iPhoto library for images with the word yellow, and I've got a few different choices here. I've got a left arrow, a right arrow. I've actually got a circle in the middle of the screen, a circle to the left, a circle to the right, a circle on the bottom of the screen, and a circle on the top of the screen. Depending on where the player is on the screen, you may need to use one of these different images to highlight them correctly. For the purpose of this video, the player is right in the middle of the screen, so really any of these images will work just fine. So I grab the circle, drag it over top, choose Picture in Picture, and then you can actually take that spotlight, resize it, and put it right where you need it. From there, you're going to want to change the cropping to fit. iMovie will actually move the picture from left to right, kind of an artistic look for photos, but not very good for this purpose. Readjust that a little bit. And then you're going to want to take the picture in picture and make sure that it fits perfectly over top of that 2-second freeze frame that you created. Once you've got that done, you should be good to go. Let's take a look. Perfect. Now, let's take a look at what that might look like using an arrow instead of a circle. So here I've got another clip that I want to add to my project. This time the defender that I want to spotlight is actually at the bottom of the screen. I've added my pause here, and this is who I'm looking to highlight. If I just take one of my yellow circles, let's say the center yellow circle, and use the picture in picture, you'll see that I can't actually move this over far enough to highlight him. And as I make it smaller, obviously that's not going to help. If you use the left circle and use that picture in picture, it allows you to go right up to the edge and still highlight him, although maybe not the best way. So what I would prefer to do is use the yellow left arrow, picture in picture, Make sure that it's nice and visible. Change the cropping to fit. Make sure that it's matched up just right over that 2-second freeze frame. And then let's take a look. So there you go, highlight videos with spot circles or with arrows. If you want more information about how to create great highlight reels or information about the images of arrows and circles that I use in this video, just check out the links below.